Welcome folks, one and all, to Let's Play Sailor Moon R, released in 1994 for the Nintendo Game Boy. Sailor Moon R was developed and published by Angel Studios, a part of Bandai, and is a platformer with minor adventure and puzzle elements. Unfortunately, you won't be seeing the adventure and puzzle elements here, because I can't understand any of this. And so, I can't understand any of the dialogue between the characters, or the instructions for the puzzles. That makes going through the main game a little difficult. Almost impossible, in fact. But this mode that I have selected here skips the adventure and puzzle parts of the game and takes you straight to the platforming levels, where you select one of the Sailor Scouts and go through that portion of the game. This is the part of the game that I always ended up playing. I had this game as part of a multicart, and eventually I figured out that that option led to the platforming part, and I played that. One more thing before we go into that, I have no idea as to pretty much anything about Sailor Moon, and so I tended to come up with a story of my own when I played through this. Let's go. Here we're probably being asked about our difficulty. I've no idea what those two options are, so I'm going to pick that one. And we get to select between our 5 characters here: Usagi, Amy, Meiko, Minako, and Rei. I presume these are the Sailor Scouts, and I'm going to pick Rei, otherwise known as Sailor Tethys. And immediately we're thrown into the first level of platforming, where we're in a strange land where there are lots of domed buildings, all looking out at Sailor Tethys walking to the right. There are 2 things we can do. We can zap things out of our fingers, and we can jump. We can also crouch. That's pretty much it. Let's go, shall we? We're going to zap these levitating people, as this place is actually on the moon. Who knew that there was a moon base full of levitating people? Apparently the Sailor Scouts know. There are also bunny rabbits with hats that try to attack you with hammers. They may have some significance somewhere, but I've no idea what that is. We're collecting hearts right now. They probably give us health, and we really haven't suffered that much damage. Or any damage at all. You are gone, and you are flying! You're also dead. And you're also flying. We're just moving right, probably to stop some nefarious deed that is taking place on the moon. We will find out when we get to the boss, as there are boss fights in this game. We shall just jump here, there we go, and we'll jump here. And they put an enemy right there, and there. Very sneaky game, but Sailor Tethys knows what you're up to. And there is some lemon drizzle cake, because as we all know, the Sailor Scouts need lemon drizzle cake to power their abilities. We'll just grab this here, and then we'll go on this platform. We do not want to fall here, as I imagine that will be instant death. You tried to rush Sailor Tethys, but that did not work. That did work, but we got more lemon drizzle cake. And over here we go. Here's a boss. Hello there, I am Top Hat Man. I have things to tell you. This is a boss encounter, one of my many minions that I'm going to use to defeat you. I call this minion Cartwheel Person. Why? Because all they do is cartwheel. What you need to do is just pick that up. That gives you an extra life for some reason. I don't know why I gave you that. And you just need to jump this enemy. That's pretty much all this minion does. I've no idea why I even sent this person against you. Really not that effective. At all. And so, we go on to the second level. As we all know, there's still construction going on in the moon base. And so we're going to very carefully try and jump over to there. Let's see if we can shoot you. There we go. You're probably dead. Or maybe you'll reappear. You reappeared, that's okay. We'll jump over to there. The jumping is very forgiving. As we slowly head up. Ah, they appear to be throwaway minions from the Power Rangers movie, because they're made of ooze. That's okay. I suppose villains just need to get some sort of ooh, careful. Got to minions need to get some sort of work when their main villain boss disappears. I don't think we can go this way. We can go this way though, and there is a spiky ball that we're just going to jump and avoid. There we go, we'll grab that. I imagine that does something. It may make our attacks more powerful. Who could say? We're just going to jump here and take a hit. I'm sure there'll be more lemon drizzle cake for us later. And then there was no lemon drizzle cake as we get assailed by flying enemies. It's fine though. We managed without any problems. Come along, Sailor Tethys. We have more enemies to defeat on our quest to save the world? I presume that's what we're doing? It's probably what we're doing. That one is moving rather quickly. That's okay though, we'll grab this heart, and we'll grab this as well. Ooh, there's another rose. That will give us another extra life. We may need that. Jump here, and there. Expert platforming. You don't see it very often from me, but sometimes it happens. And you're going to try and attack us. That's not going to work, and we're going to duck you. Ha-ha! Outsmarted, enemy, and we'll still zap you. I imagine you'll reappear if we walk over to the right too much. And there's another enemy. If we just keep zapping here, you will perish. And perish you did. Go back to the Power Rangers, ooze monster. You are not here because you want to be. You're here because you have to be. Because Ivan Ooze was defeated in Power Rangers the movie. There we go. I have no idea what their attack strategy is. Let's just sort of go up to them while I'm invulnerable because we're a tiny blob. And then we will take a form where we can get hit, and then we'll try and attack you. Have you tried just attacking while you're a blob? A tiny blob? That would be a good idea. Here is another boss. I see you defeated the person that can only use cartwheels. That is unfortunate. Here is a person that levitates. Good luck defeating this person. I applied to be a villain with Dr. Wily, you know. Top Hat Man I wanted to be. He took Top Man instead. Well, good luck with this one. We'll take this and we'll try and zap you. We can't zap you right now. We can zap you now, though. And you drop those on us. That's really not a great plan, is it? We just need to move. You do fire fireballs as well, though. So you're sort of punch the ground person. That is your strategy. You punch the ground, and that's pretty much it. And then we just move here, and we can't really avoid that so well, though. We'll just go over here, and avoid that, and jump. Much better. Eventually, aha! We have bested you! 2 minions down. Now you must navigate through this infeasible place, with a city that doesn't kind of look like a city, but is a city. Have fun. Don't worry, we've now moved from the moon to Venus, as this is the ancient city on Venus, called Venus City. They weren't very creative when they came up with the name. Look, there's an enemy that's trying to fly and ambush us, and they do have a lot of health. It's a good thing we got that heart there that restores all of our health. And just walking into us will deal damage. Something I do need to know with that enemy. Will this fall? This will fall. That is not good. Fortunately, we received the lemon drizzle cake. We probably need to jump here. Maybe we didn't need to jump. I have no idea what that enemy is. That is a spring fish. I don't think that's a very effective enemy. I think the bunny rabbit with the hammer was more deadly. Either way, that enemy is gone. As we move further to the right, that's ultimately our objective. Move to the right. And there's an enemy down there. You appear to be lost. Don't worry, I will help you by shooting you with my... Oh, and I fell to my doom. That was unfortunate. Do not fall to your doom. Doesn't end well for Sailor Tethys. We're going to probably need that, but I'm sure there'll be more of them later. Just defeat you and shoot you a lot. It seems like you can't really do anything when I'm just shooting you, like this. So we found a way to effectively defeat that enemy. Not bad. This way, Sailor Tethys, we need to get some power-ups like this here. I presume that's a power-up. It may not be a power-up. And this, if we just jump here, yep, that's fine, we were never in any danger. We're back to here now. This time, let's not fall down a hole, shall we? Let's not fall down a hole. There we are. You have been bested. And this time, we will go down here, and, not here, this is just a pit. This will result in our doom, but we will defeat you once more. We do take a hit for, doing that, but that's fine. We'll move that up there, and this time, we'll defeat you. And there were more things down here. I don't like the fact that you can't get the, camera to go back up just by holding up, but that's fine. Aha! You had lemon drizzle cake! As everyone knows, the Sailor Scouts rely on that for all of their healing. And really I wanted that flower there, but that's fine. I'm sure if I just go down here, we can get... Nope, we can't, because the screen does not scroll that way. And this goes down to here. That's fine. If we go right, we'll see you and you! We have been ambushed most cunningly. Just attack you first, and then you. We're not really good at picking multiple targets, it would seem. We'll get you, though, and then... Oh, you as well. And you dropped a heart. A comedically large heart. Just shoot you, and then you, and then you. Lots of enemies are coming here. None of you can stop Sailor Tethys, though. You might have been able to, but you're dead now. Have we got to the next boss? We have! Ah, I see you were able to defeat that person that floated around. Don't worry, I've found another person that can float around. Do you like my glasses? They are the pinnacle of style, don't you know? We'll grab that. Now, what do you do that's different to the other boss? The answer is, you just throw things. Is that all you do? No, you also kick. Nice to know. We need to be careful of that. The fortunate thing is that when you are hurt, you don't really deal that much damage. There we go, we'll just, we can't jump and shoot. That's something I'm learning right now. We just need to be very careful. Oh, careful. We managed to avoid that time, and we have been victorious. Maybe I should stop with the levitating minions. But come into my sinister castle of sinisterness. You cannot hope to survive here. I have minions that take multiple hits. 2 to be exact. We are here at an unknown location. Surely this is the evil lair of Top Hat Man. Perhaps. The Ivan Ooze villains are back, though. That's always good to see. Just jump up here. These are very large blocks. I want that power-up. I can't get it. It's just outside of my reach. Oh well. I'm sure we'll be fine. Ooh, that's a spiky ball there that we have to avoid. And another enemy. That's fine, though. We can defeat that enemy for sure. Excellent. We'll just jump to get the camera back up. Ah, you again. You are very ineffective. I think the enemies that flew in from the background were better. You are gone. 3 hits there, and you are dead. And you can't get up here, can you? That's fine. Ooh, I want that lemon drizzle cake. We always want that lemon drizzle cake. The recipe for the Sailor Scouts lemon drizzle cake is a closely guarded secret. Those spikes are not a closely guarded secret. They're very obvious. Just need to shoot there, and here, and wait for that to fall. And get this health. It was only 1 heart, but that's fine. We need to wait for that to come back down, don't we? Yes, we do. Ooh, that's a spiky ball of potential doom. Or at least a spiky ball of getting hurt a little bit. Ooh, we want those, though. And we don't want to fall to our doom, and that was unfortunate. It's okay, we still have 6 lives. That's a lot of lives. I get the feeling we might have picked the easier difficulty, but that's fine, because now we get to see all of the platforming goodness that is Sailor Moon R. Just jump up here, and this time we're going to jump here to grab the power-up. There was also some lemon drizzle cake I can see there. We missed the lemon drizzle cake. Unfortunate, but we will endure. Carefully does it, Sailor Tethys. Move forward, defeat these enemies by just zapping them. It's a good thing that we have zappy powers, and most of the enemies we've encountered do not have zappy powers. It kind of gives us a bit of an unfair advantage, wouldn't you say? We'll grab that, and you're going to try and get to where we are, which is fine, because I'll use that to get over here, and you managed to get 1 hit in. That is unfortunate. That's okay, though. We now have one of those hearts back. And this time we'll do that, and then this. You are gone. Much better than last time. This time we're not going to do any silly jumping that will get us killed, because jumping for goodies got us killed last time. Jump here, and here. Excellent. And we will just jump up. Much better. We'll just grab one of them, and move on, defeating you, and anybody else who's foolish enough to go against Sailor Tethys. Are there any power-ups here? The answer is seemingly not, just a platform for no reason. If If we walk a little bit more to the right, we see you again. We have no idea who you are. You may have a name. We do not know it. We need to time this very carefully. Well, not really carefully. We'll probably only get hit if we fail. Another one of you. Ooh, two of you! A challenge indeed. We got hit once. Will there be any lemon drizzle cake? No, there will not. I think we've encountered Top Hat Man. He is bereft of his top hat. This is rather difficult because he has zappy lasers. Can we actually hit him? Maybe we can't. We seem to be unable to hit him here. Can we hit him there? We can hit him there. Excellent. And then he summons these ooze enemies that will defeat us. Oh no! It's alright. This time we'll do better. We can't hit you here. We can move, however, to avoid that, and then we just hit you when you're floating over here. Much better. And then you go, I will summon some ooze enemies, and they won't really do anything. But unfortunately, the positioning of this is a little awkward, so that you might get hit. Why don't you have your top hat? Well, when I'm actually fighting in a boss fight, I don't like to be in the full top hat garb. It's really difficult to fight in, would you know? I can understand that. We'll just zap you some more. Slowly we're learning the mechanics of this fight. And because we're so far over in that direction, only one of those Ivanhoe's enemies could spawn. That is good to know. Makes this part a little bit easier. We'll just go over here, and you'll fly over in this direction, and we will zap you. Eventually we will defeat you, Top Hat Man, and then no more will you threaten Earth with your scheme that we don't know. We really don't know what you're doing, but we do know that it's dangerous. Also, I'm over here, by the way. Shoot in this direction. Maybe Top Hat Man wants the secret of the lemon drizzle cake recipe. He cannot get it. We will never give that up. Ever. Also, Top Hat Man has a lot of health. A lot of health indeed. And you did not float up that much there. You have a lot of health, but we will best you. There we go. That is quite low indeed. We just need to time our attack carefully, and we failed to time our attack properly. Just aim like that. There we go. Much better. Two? No, just one. That's fine. And this time, you're a lot higher up. There's also a explosion there, and we have bested Top Hat Man. Excellent. And here we are, back here. This time, things are a little bit different. Maybe, just maybe, Top Hat Man was not the villain. Or maybe Top Hat Man was the villain. Maybe that wasn't Top Hat Man. Maybe that was someone pretending to be Top Hat Man. There's only one way to find out, and that is to float up to this crystalline structure. We've no idea what the crystalline structure is. Ooh, there's one of those roses there. Do we want that? We'll probably die if we try and jump for that. So let's not try. That would be a silly thing to do. Can we jump up? No. Oh, maybe we can. I think we're meant to. Ah, we can. We really do need to. And over here is another small area. I think we're in final level territory here. Let's head in this direction and over to here, where we get to this area with this recycled enemy. We've seen you before. What about over here? Another one of you! We will best you, for we are Sailor Tethys. And that is some platforming that we need to do. Very carefully, too. There we go. Just jump here, and we will be safe, at least for now. These small sections are very short. I expected them to be a little bit longer. But well, at least there are plenty of checkpoints and lemon drizzle cake! We always need that. Over to the right we go, Sailor Tethys. Aha! Now you have changed into a white suit. Now this is a true fight. As you can see, I have now reached my maximum power by wearing this suit made entirely of white, while I throw small piles of garbage at you in random directions. Really, this just seems to be a fight where you just have to throw lots of things at me. I don't even know how you could avoid all of this. Hopefully you can avoid it all, otherwise we will be in this boss fight for— oh, you defeated me. Well done. Congratulations! You won the game and defeated Top Hat Man! What's my reward? Absolutely nothing! Thank you. The end. And thus, the evil reign of Top Hat Man was stopped forever. If that was actually what happened. I don't think that's actually what was going on. Call it a hunch, but that may not have been the plot of this game. Then again, it might have been. Who can say? All I can say is that was Sailor Moon R, the platforming sections. There is a adventure and puzzle section of the game as well, but as I said, I don't know what nerd's going on there, so trying to get through that would be a futile effort. But for the platforming side, it's pretty enjoyable. I quite like playing that occasionally and just getting through all the levels and defeating the enemies. It's not that difficult. It might be harder if I selected the right-hand option rather than the left-hand option, but as you could see, I had 6 lives remaining, and through the levels I never really had any difficulties apart from the fact that I fell down a few pits, but that happens in platforming games. Still, an enjoyable enough experience. What will happen next in the adventures of Sailor Tethys and the other Sailor Scouts? We may never know. Or maybe we will! Tune in next time to find out. I'm kidding, there's not going to be a next time for the Adventures of Sailor Tethys. Because there was no sequel to this game as far as I know. There was no Sailor Moon R2, though there may have been other Sailor Moon games for the Game Boy. I don't know if they follow on to this one. Maybe they do. Maybe I'll check them out at some point. But for now, I'm Kikoskia, and that was Sailor Moon R, The Adventures of Sailor Tethys. And when we come back, folks, more Top Hat Man, more Lemon Drizzle Cake, and more enemies that are fish with springs on them. There may not be some of those, just a few. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.